Hello, welcome to my channel. And today, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use Google Forms to create a simple registration form or a survey. I think Google Drive is quite useful for example, small medium companies who want to probably create a small database of their clients or customers. As an NGO, you would like create a form, a simple online form for your members to register. So this is example that you can use to actually create a nice working database for your members. And of course, you can embed this onto your website or any other social media platform that you may have. So as you can see, I have here quite a simple, nice form I have created with um, Google Form, and I'm going to walk you through how to use this one. You can use Google Form to create this one. So the first thing that you need basically will be have a Gmail account. So Google accounts. If you logged in, as you can see, I have already logged in. Um, from here, you can see we have a Google Drive there or Drive basically. If you click on that one, it takes you to the home of the drive. And here, of course, as you can see, I have this is the area where you organize your files. You can see I have a lot of folders that I have created. And this is basically the view where you see the things that you've been working on recently. The drive itself contains these folders. If some people have shared some files with you, you will see it here. And so we can just take later on in my next video, I might explore this a little bit more. But from here, if you click there, you have Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. This is like Word document, Excel, PowerPoint, for example. So these are acting as that one. In my subsequent videos, I might be talking about these ones. But for now, the Google form is our priority in this case. Um, Hello, welcome to my channel, my YouTube channel, basically. Today in this tutorial, I'm going to talk about Google Forms, which is simple software or application part of the Google Drive, which is used in creating um, forms of simple surveys. So, for example, if you're a small medium company, you would like to collect um, or create a database of your client or members. I think Google Form is quite simple and easy to use. An NGO, for example, you want to create a simple registration form or membership form for your members to be able to register online. It's quite convenient to use it. Again, you you might want to embed this also on your website or the social media platforms that people can easily use and register. Um, so as you can see here, let me just minimize this. As you can see here, I've just created this simple form, membership form, and with Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Forms to be precise. So um, yeah, I'll be going through. I would like to go through with you how I went through creating this one, basically. So to get to this, you first need your Gmail account. So you log into Google. As you can see, I've already logged in here. If you click on that, you have your um, what we call the drive. Clicking on it will take you to the drive homepage. In in my subsequent videos, I might want to explore this later on. But for now, our main concentration is on the Google Forms. So click there. You have a lot of stuff here. You can create a new folder, Google Docs, which is like Word document, Google Sheets, that is Excel in Microsoft Office or Teams, uh, Google Slides, represent PowerPoint in this case. And here, if you click mouse over there, more, you have Google Forms. And this is what we are going to use there. If you click on that, this is just something that previously it was a little bit different, but today I just thought Google have released a new Google Form, which is really quiet. I think I like the user interface, flat, plain. And so as you can see, as soon as you click on Google Form, automatically a question is given to you. But first, I would like to save this. So let me just put this as a registration form, in this case, or membership form, as we saw in my example. So yeah, membership form. And yeah, again, you can click on that. So simple. So I don't want to be typing. Let me just copy that one and boom. So let me just add new in order not to conflict with my old form which I have already created. So this is I've already saved it with the name membership form new, but this is the title. I would like to keep it that way. And if I want to give a description, for example, you can say anything that you want, like, okay, this is our official membership form. Case, for example, you would like to add other text, you should be able to do that. But first question, I would like to probably add a session, as we saw from the form. There's session A where you have the personal data. So let's see. Anyway, this is what you can use to add title or description. So instead of that, I'll click on that one and write, let's say, I'd like to copy. That makes it simple. So let's copy that one and just paste it there, which will make our life easier. So let's paste this one there, personal E, and I don't want this to be first. I want that to be first. So once you mouse over that one, you see this sign. This means drag, and you can just drag and drop it easily, and that is it. My next question, as you can see, is asking first name. So just click on that, and first you need to select the question type. So in this case, a short answer, which I want to give. So just type your first name. I want the respondent first type their first name. That is done. Next, I want to add another question, which is last name. I can click on that to add a new question, or just make a copy of this. I'll duplicate that one. And in the next one, I will just write last name. Last name, which makes it easier. Next question was date of birth. Yep. Okay. So just click add question, and from the drop down, of course, I could have also copied the earlier question and just use the drop down here. It's date of birth, so I'll select that one, and in the question side, I'll write date of birth, for example. And in this case, yes, everything seems to be fine. I don't want to do anything here, but I want this question to be mandatory, which means that the respondent needs to answer before they can continue. So I'll just push this one required. The same way, this question needs to be required, like kind of mandatory for the respondent or whoever is filling the form. And in the same vein, I could do the same thing for that one. Yep, great. My next question is to add, let's see, the next one is actual assertion. So contact details, which is the B. To do that, I'll just click on Oh, not a question. I'll delete that one. I don't need to add a question, but I want to add a session. So I'll just write B, and that was contact details, I guess, if I remember. Contact details, and yes, if you have any description, of course, for this session too, you could do that here. And from here, I could add more questions to it. Let's see what we have. We have street address, city, and so forth. So I'll just add that one. And in this case, I want short answers. It's a bit confusing. It should be test failed in this case, which is the term they used to use in the previous version, which I don't know why it has been changed, but probably this is a test version. But aside that, everything works fine, and I like it. So the next question, as I mentioned, was let's keep it like off it average and that. My next question was I think it was the city, if I remember, city and country. Yeah. I will just copy this one instead of going to start all over. So city, and the same way, copy that and country. So easy to do. So not capital. So let's keep it lowercase. Yes, let's see if there's something more. Yeah, we have postal code, phone number, email. Okay, this has not been arranged in the way that I want, but anyway, I could still use a drag and drop. So let's say after this question, I'll just copy that one. I want the postal code, for example, to be, let's say, postal code. I'll actually want this question to be before the city, so I'll just, not after the street, but before. Yep. So street address, postal code, city, and country. Makes sense to me. But let's see. Postal code, that is probably should be numbers. So there seems to be a lot of things out of the new version, but let's make do with it. In my next tutorial, I'll try to come up with a logic on this, how to make some of the fields and everything work. So let's for now create it as a survey or as a form, and then we'll look at the settings and validations later. But anyway, actually, even here they've placed it here quite simple. This is postal code. I don't expect people to be typing text here. So in order to do that, I need to do like data validation. And in that sense, I want people to type number, which is there. So number, yes. And I can say, yep, whole number. Yeah, it's a number. And in that sense, if you type anything that comes with letters, then I want them, if they type something that includes letters, then probably they should get a notification. So custom error test, which says, okay, hello, this, oh, let's say, just be funny a little bit. Oops. For example, this field takes only numbers. So that is a little bit of a hint to the respondent or the one filling the form. Yes, so city, everything seems to be fine. Now I would like to collect their email. So let's do this, make a copy of this. And here I can just select, okay, the same way, I will just write here email, and from the email, I will just, to make sure that people write the right email, not just write anything useless, I will just click there and say test and then email address. So error message in case somebody type something like a website or a web address, so instead of an email, which is common. So in that sense, I would like to give an example of what they need to do. So why not write something like, okay, hello, or not hello, it's an error message. So I'll say email should, no, email address in this case. Let's say email address. So it should be of for example at example.com, for example. So this could be some sort of an error message that they get should they type something unusual at this place. So let me just make it email address. They know what to type there. Yes, we are on and on. I think was there something missing? Yeah, I think we are almost an emergency number. So let's see what to put here. I will just skip this one and straight away, sorry. Too much stuff. Okay, so next one, I would like to add the title. So C, and then I'll write emergency. What should be capital for emergency number? Contact, for example. Oh, let's say contact. So for that we have, let me just add a question and no short name, and that will be name of contact person, for example. I just want to make it this way. Copy phone number and email, for example, and email address. Okay. Don't forget I haven't validated this one, so I just want to validate, make sure they put number. So put that one, number and number there. The last one to the same is an email field, so I could have copied the other one so and place it here, right, so that I don't have to do this twice or like that. Yep. But this is just to show you how these are done. Oh, I keep bringing this up. Okay. So we are almost getting to the end, and the last one seems to be, oh, there wasn't even any email, but anyway, it doesn't matter. The last one is the declaration, which they have to sign before submitting the form. So let's add that last session. Oops, I don't want to do that. Close and session, and just place that one, which is the declaration. And in that, I'd like to add a question, one more question. In this case, it should be, I want it to be checkbox, so this is it. And let's see, let me just copy these ones from there and place it here and just put something in. Let me just write declaration, and there we go. if you want to add more option, for example, in this case, I only want to add this one, so I don't need to. We can just preview this and see what we get. So this is the preview, as you can see nicely. These means asterisk. Asterisk means required field. So if you remember, we made this required field or mandatory. So you see those ones. This should be a mandatory field. So I should go back, and the last question, I will just say required. And let's see if there's something to, nothing to do. I will explain this. Reshuffle option is used as randomization in case you want to, for example, you are setting, what do we call it, exams, online exams for your students with this, and you want them to have different kind of a question at any point. So, which means that if I'm answering question 1, somebody will be answering question 2 or some sort of. So this is basically useful. Or even with the same question, I could have the option A, and the same is A is like B for C for the other students. So that is what this is used for basically. And so I would say we are basically, this is preview in a way. This is the icon for preview. So you can just do that and nicely. You might want to change these colors to maybe your company, or I mean any color that's of your choice. You just simply have to click on the color palette and then select, for example, that one which you saw in my example. And once you click that, it's there nicely. Yes, so let's see in case you have done this and somebody responds, so respond to, or just fill the form. So let me just quickly do this. For me, right, and date of birth, let's say 12/12/2015, address. So let me just use Kuya 3, for example, postcode 0010. Let me just make a mistake here and let's see what happens. So if I write this, so you see, oops, this field takes only numbers. That is the main reason why the validation was really important. So 00100, city Helsinki, and country Finland, for example. Email, okay, let's say Alfredo. Okay, so until I get until you get the right email address, it will keep showing this sort of thing. But as soon as you get the right format, it goes, which is very nice. Contact person, so AKP, for example, phone number 0445 705175, and email address. Let's copy the same. For example, copy that and paste. And in case I decide to submit, no, I have to select that one and submit. And this is where we end this session. I'm going to show you a lot of about after sending out, after creating this, there's a lot of settings or a few settings that you can make to make your survey or registration form more easy and more secure for you, and also to get these responses into your database in a form of an Excel quite easily. And so that will be my next video tutorial. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to my YouTube for more videos. Thank you.